Okay, hello, hello. I always forget to turn on music before it starts. Um, but I'll try that again. What did I use normally? Lounge. Um, does this feel like too intense? Okay, whatever, that's fine. Hi, I'm Emily. I lead the DevRel team here at Scroll. I have two wonderful guests with me here today to go over all the cool designs that you guys submitted. But I guess I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. Juan, you can go first.
Awesome. All right. Well, I haven't been on the screens for a while now. Let's see. Yeah, I think ever since I left a couple months for my paternity leave, so nice to be on a call back again with you all. I'm Juan, community lead at Scroll, working on some of our community initiatives, always trying to improve in that regard, and very happy today to be part of Scroll Open and taking a peek at what you guys are building.
Hey, my name is Ahmed. I'm DevRel at Scroll. I do educational content for developers, and I also, connect you with Scroll and vice versa. And yeah, we're excited to see how the designs are looking. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna start sharing my screen. And how do we do this? Okay, cool. I think it's this one. Awesome. So this is our first project here, beamit.ai. This week of Scroll Hackathon was all about design. Here's how it's a 3D avatar generator. Oh, I remember this from last week. But it is one of the 3D. So page 2. So I guess your landing page is beam your PFP into a 3D avatar. I'm assuming this is a, what do you call it? This is just a landing page, right? And at some point you connect your wallet, and then this shows, I guess this is the creator space, and these are all of your different ones. After a few seconds, user receives the full body image right window from his PFP. If it looks good, time to beam it. Finally, the AI 3D generator user needs one more click to mint NFT. Yeah. I think my gut reaction is it's relatively straightforward. I think, does copy count as design? Like, if I was looking at this, I don't know if I'd understand the word beam. There's a bit of, I feel like, needs a more polish to a landing page for like a first time user. But otherwise, it's also a very simple project, so you don't need to over engineer it.
Yeah. Hmm. Is there any like use cases that could stem off of this initial idea?
We can
You
go
think?
back and this is what they post about their idea before. I think it was yeah. Oh, here we go. They have a demo here too. Here's the demo of our MVP, decentralized 3D avatar generator. Proof of provenance. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know there was proof of provenance. Yes, we did talk about, will this also work for any and all? Yes. Yeah, so for context, since you guys weren't there, beamit.ai is basically allowing you to 3Dify existing NFTs. And then if you see here, will be initially compatible with 3 different metaverses. So yeah. So there is a use case beyond like just 3Difying it. I think my nit with the design as you have it so far is just like very unclear. That there is like future utility or things to do afterwards. But
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Like, it's good that the website is simple, which is always something very appreciated. But yeah, it would be nice to have like some explanations on the on the landing, and yeah, just explain to someone that is not familiarized, with what's happening, just like ourselves.
No worries. Okay, so sharing this screen. Where are we? You want last week we shared improve the design MVP. You can sign up as a creator, do things. I guess we can also context set for Juan and Ahmed since you guys didn't hear about this project last week either. So this is a social-fi project. Onboards fascinating people, not just influencers. Ooh, is that me? Let these people set time and tools to their audience, accept payments in crypto. Yes, and then some notes. Think about governance mechanics to prevent spam. How does FI? Yeah, so I guess the quick and dirty summary is it's like it's a creator platform where they get paid in crypto instead of, I guess, fiat, making it more accessible in the open economy. So if we go to the design, landing page. Yay, I love landing pages. It's very clear. Monetize your Web3 experience, share tools, offer consultations, and build your personal brand with ease. Learn more. I guess there's a Connect wallet in the Connect wallet, either creator or buyer. Fill in your bio. Then there's a dashboard where you can set in time availability. Where is this? Oh, set availability. Upload tools for sale. Recent tools.
So could this look like possibly, I don't know, I'm a very experienced CEO and I want to open up myself to have conversations, but I also want to monetize that opportunity.
Yeah.
So I'll set myself a profile here and open it up, or say, for example, but also like, what would be the incentive there for people to strictly monetize it? Because, like, for example, if I'm a project, I want a tool. Do I necessarily want to buy that tool?
I think my first thing is, what's a tool?
Mm.
I feel like the CEO is a good example from the perspective of like people. This makes me think of Calendly. So the calendar scheduler, and then there's actually a place where you can charge people. So if they want to schedule time with you,
Yeah.
and they have to like pay a fee. So that's very popular for like contractors, or my friend does this because he's like a marketing guru, and then people DM him on LinkedIn. He's like, "Here's my Calendly," and it's like $200 an hour. So I think to that extent, when I think about the design here, again, it's very simple, which is good. I am curious what the buyer experience looks like, actually, but I'm assuming you're probably not there yet. But start sharing your expertise, like the bio.
I think also something very important to think about is, okay, like, if what we're selling here is sort of like a social interaction with someone, like, that's essentially what I get from this. How do you, or how can we validate that that service has been provided, right? So, for example, is there like a social rating system in place where people can say, oh, this guy's legit, or this guy is actually doing what he says he's doing, kind of thing.
Okay, cool. They also have a Figma, which is nice. Landing page, social login. I guess I'm assuming right now the screenshot is a Connect wallet, but the next phase would be social log. Okay, they have this up here. Role selection, creator form, creator dashboard, buyer dashboard. Book a call, buy tool, creator tools, add, update, edit, share. Yeah. What's the background?
Yeah, and when you say, Juan, that like just talking about incentives and talking about like ways to verify his work, what I feel like is that it would be nice to have something more like Web3, like just having the like pushing and taking advantage and leveraging like the things that you can do on Web3 and you can't on Web2. But yeah, in general, I think this is the page is very easy to understand, so I really like the design. But yeah, I'm curious to see if there is a way to make it more Web3, if that makes sense.
Yeah. The Figma is actually much more robust, so this is helpful. Nice graphics. Who created them? Choose your role. Share your expertise with a global audience. Share your expertise. I'm assuming that's just a typo. Yeah, I think the thing I'm still stuck on is like, what is a tool? Earn as you share or grow as you learn. Make meaningful connections and earn through toolkit sales. Get valuable insights. Frequently asked questions. What is Alpha? Alpha is a Web3. Is this platform called Alpha? It is. Okay. How can creators earn on Alpha? How do time bookings? What type of tools can creators share? DeFi tools, market analytics, community building, other valuable insights.
So maybe like outside of just services, so could this be more like a freelance platform where people can like offer services? And in terms of tools, these would be more like products, like for example, a Dune dashboard or a preset or like a template for, I don't know, a white label DEX. I don't know, this kind of things, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess I'll leave comments here. Still confused what tools are. Would be great to have an example. Okay, and then this is the okay, so there's two. Okay, onboarding. Okay, so social login. Nice. Here's this information. This is who I am. Whoops. Just a few more. Go to dash. Okay, so then it's onboarded. Is there a difference between okay, so this is a home page for, I'm assuming, a buyer. Trending creators. I guess my other question is the flow restricting you to not be able to see the buyer flow? Or I guess as a creator, I can still see other creators I can use, right? It's not, or if I'm like a buyer, I can still create a creator profile. Yeah, okay. So, but this is like sessions book. So this looks like consulting calls, right? I feel like rather than tools, there should be like expertise or experience or something. Creators.
How do you feel about this against something like Patreon?
I've actually never used Patreon, so I wouldn't know. What does that look like?
Well, more so. Well, but in very simple terms, it's like you basically subscribe to someone who has a specific interest or a specific expertise with the intention of like learn from them or to consume the content that they create exclusively for their patrons.
Yeah.
So maybe it could be a on-chain Patreon sorts. That could be like a good north.
The thing is that, as far as I understand, Patreon is like one to many, if that makes sense. And alpha, as far as I understand, is 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's also a good observation.
Yeah. So I mean, I think my model thinking is like this is like getting a consultant, right? And then more of an aggregator, I guess, of Web3 consultants or experts, and then being able to book time with them or purchase. I guess they have a PDF and 3 videos. So I guess it's also like gated content. So like fitness influencers who are like, if you want my exercise program, drop like the strength emoji in the DMs and I'll send you my. Do you guys know what I'm talking about, or is this just a me thing?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would recommend perhaps if you can add there, the reputation system is definitely
Yeah, so
a
there's a review
must.
system. So this is the, what is this? The buyer's dashboard.
Hmm.
So no appointments, no tools. Okay, so I guess tools is just very broad. It could be time. It could be, if I have a PDF resource, purchase tools, top degen resource, upcoming appointments. I mean, okay, now that I kind of get a better grasp of this, like what the project is exactly, I think it is clearer. Profile bio. Edit profile, share profile.
Would
Can
you
you sub-
buy a coding a coding consultancy from Cristiano Ronaldo, Emily?
Oh yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo scam. That's funny. I don't think so. I would try to find a scam or a pirated version on Reddit, to be honest. But I mean, that's separate from this. Yeah, like these are all additional features on top, like a baseline. Okay, so this is creator dashboard. And then it allows you to see how everything is performing. This is cool. That's actually very useful. And then you have the calendar again. Creator's profile, viewed by the creator himself. Yeah, this is very thorough. Okay. Oh, there's more. This is book a call. Okay, so this is the Calendly experience, which is good. Okay. So I think concluding thoughts. Like, I understand it now after going through the whole flow, but I'm still taking issue with tools. I don't know what a better word is, but like something to, like the subtext explaining it more.
Yeah, definitely more clarity on what tools are. Can you hear me well, by the way? Just again.
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you.
great. Definitely a reputation system could come in place. And clear value, I guess. So why would I pay X amount of money for an hour of consultancy with a person, right? So maybe something to go with that.
Yeah, if I had to say one thing, I think also maybe from like the bar side, making it easy to distinguish whether or not you're on a, I guess I'm assuming here profile, you only get the buyer's profile if you sign up as a buyer, and you only get the creator profile if you signed up as a creator. right? So, or dashboard. Yeah, which in that case, I think my question too is like, are they mutually exclusive? Like you can't be a creator and a buyer at the same time, which means this experience is like very, I don't know. I feel like if I had onboarded as a creator and I actually wanted to use a product as a buyer, I would be confused. Either what my profile looks like, how my dashboards are different, if I can even do that.
Yeah, actually, it
But
would be nice. Maybe changing colors or something simple as that could make you see if you're like engaging with the page as a creator or as a buyer. I think that would be nice. And by the way, the in general the current color palette looks very good, and I think it's very the design looks good, like visually.
yeah. Okay. Cool. I have been enlightened after looking at the Figma. So let's move on.
See, like, we could definitely move from like having one-on-ones in Gmail on Google Calendar, and I could just charge you every week for you to have a one-on-one with me. See, so there's definitely potential.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of it is just the aggregate, right? Like, how do you discover the person that you want to connect with, and then how do you get paid? Unfortunately, I think we have to do crypto taxes, which is annoying.
What are those?
I don't know. IRS, please don't look at this. Okay. Fraction X, our smart contract will be deployed using ERC 364. I actually don't know what this is, but I should read up on it then. I don't know if someone in the comments knows. Fractional ownership of RWs needs compliance. This is why you chose. Oh, nice. There is a comment. What is ERC? Perfect. Thank you for anticipating my question. It's a permission token standard, regulated assets, ensuring compliance with. Oh, one note. Actually, I read that hashtags in Twitter like deprioritize the tweet in the algo. So, fun fact. Compliance with. I also am curious why you chose these hashtags, but this is not the build in public series. This is the design. Compliance first approach for tokenized RWAs, allow whitelisted investors, enforces ownership rules and transfer restrictions. How does this fit into? They've designed the Fraction X MVP and the ecosystem flow. Oh wait, I want to make sure I've gotten. We're also onboarding selected alpha. Nice, you guys are in the user stage already. Cool. We're rolling out the demo, build beta testing for investors and asset owners, smart contract audits for security. Building the future of compliant fractional ownership, and you can be part of it. What excites you? Okay, cool. Actually, let's dive into the Figma. Lo-fi fire. Can I zoom out? Maybe not. Okay. Well, actually, let's look at this user flow. Oh, this is the diagram flow. We're breaking down the general structure. Users and ownership. Users with verified KYC can own. RWs, collaterals. Yay! Okay. Cool. Fraction. What else is there? This is the MVP. Okay, so here's more of a visual version of it. So I'm assuming this is the landing page. Invest in all kinds of assets and opportunities. What is on here? So AED 796. Not part of the MVP, but I think it would be cool if when you enter, it could detect your location, and then put the it says USD here. I guess maybe it's like I'm looking for AED specifically versus USD, but like having it like in denominations of wherever your locale is. Studio apartment, number of investors, mid investment. Okay, I think that makes sense.
So
Asset.
is this like, if I'm reading this product right, is you have an RW, you have a real world asset, right? Let's say a building in this case is right, like based on the image. But you know, a token for that RWA is worth, I don't know, $10,000 due to the implication of how big that RWA is. But say I want just $100 of that, not necessarily. I just want a fraction of that asset. Is that what we're looking at here?
Yeah, yes. There's a min investment and a max
There we go. Okay.
investment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can use it. You can swap trade them. About learn. So they have a Figma. I don't quite. Oh, can I open it in editor? Will that allow me to make it smaller? Oh, so much. Okay. NTS. What is NTS? Public guest mode. Okay, so this is sign up.
So it's all wireframed as of now.
Yeah, which is fine. Forget password. Okay. But you have the basics. Registered user mode. Connect mode. Public guest mode. I'm a little confused because this looks very different from that first thing that we were looking at. But what are the dates? This one was February 14th. So I guess that was February 14th. So maybe a week later, they're going to be updating it to look more like this. I'm going to guess this is the logo. Solutions. Tools, resources, company. What is... Oh, now the wireframe really confuses me.
Do we happen to have like a flow for the seller? Like, what if I want to like register something in the market?
Here's our dashboard. Hello. Item approvals. I'm assuming this is probably all your assets. I feel bad because the wireframe is low fidelity. I don't know if I'm confused just because I don't know the details of what each thing is, but it is very busy and looks very different from, I guess, the one on February 14th.
Much more populated for sure.
Yeah, so
I mean, interesting to see how they update this for next week.
yeah, so I think this is, they have public landing page, which is like one of those like the seller when you're selling a product to a prospective like client, I guess, right? And the assumption is once you sign in, this is the logged in view. And this is what the logged in view looks like. It's the same from the landing page. The discovery page is the same. Asset details is the same. Okay. And there's a user dashboard, which has asset title, activity, home assets charts. Okay, this is making more sense to me now. Activity. Yeah. Okay. This makes a lot more sense. Okay, asset title, asset title, asset title. So I'm curious what's on this landing page. It is very busy, but that's fine. It's probably.
Maybe high performers.
I'm assuming this is like. Yeah,
What's
and
the
this is like your
latest?
assets or something. Mm-hmm. This is the discovery page. See asset. I'm curious how this is sorted.
Maybe educational content too, around what's in RWA for videos sake.
Yeah. Okay, cool. This makes more sense. I think my knit would be the top toolbar fusing. Like is tools a resource? But yeah, these are knits. But now that I've looked at this, I think this makes more sense.
For the landing, this is more of a question for you, Juan and Emily. Do you think that for something like this, the educational efforts of explaining what is the website about should be for Web3 people or for people, just Web2 people?
I mean, I think it depends on audience. I would assume like I think using things like fractionalized assets and saying things like real world assets is kind of too confusing. And this is also like Web3 people who are familiar with DeFi, right? So it's, I think it's, if the Fraction X wants to target outside of the Web3 space, I mean, that's kind of on them. What I'd envision is like the landing page has a like a tagline or something like own a piece of real estate, like your Fraction X is your avenue to owning real estate. Buy a piece instead of the entire thing or something like that. Yeah.
Also the one that we saw on Twitter, like for the three of us, it was very easy to understand what was happening. So it would. Yeah, I also think that it would be nice to have like a very super introductory, high level explanation on the website. So yeah, because that one is very. I feel like it's very obvious what's happening and what can you do.
Very straightforward, much more friendly, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it straightforward because it's already populated with information, and the other one is just X's?
Deduct from this image alone what Fraction X is trying to do, right?
Yeah, but so that page would be the equivalent of this page.
Yeah.
So each of those boxes correspond to the boxes. So this is like a prettier version than this one, right? It's the same thing. Like this is the box with the information.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean this is from last week, so I imagine it's very different now. So now that I understand the wireframe, I do think it makes sense. A lot of it is just like, I think, copy, and then what this actually looks like, because this is also like just looking at like a lot of information to take in. I think the what you should be looking at maybe is something similar to, okay, I don't know if Airbnb is the best example, but I do like how it just immediately takes you to the ability
location
to
where
start
you're at, or
buying. No. So like the idea is like your goal is for a user to come and say, I want to start owning a piece of real estate. Right. this is, I mean, like, obviously Airbnb has brand names, so it's very difficult to, like, they can just show the page with all the information, but I do like how, okay, I guess from the Twitter, having that first page immediately be discovery was helpful in, like, showing, like, this is what I can immediately do. I think you need a step more than Airbnb to kind of explain what's going on. But having that hook into, like, being able to actually do something with it is nice.
Yeah, I mean, is so like something like loading the screen and directly seeing like the top performing assets for like a very cheap price with like minimum investment. So I don't know, Burj Khalifa, earn a piece of Burj Khalifa for $10.
Yeah. I mean, because it's like the same thing as like, oh, there's a new OpenSea upgrade. Now, get started. Oh, what is this entire flow? Sorry, I'm collector mode.
Pro mode, damn.
What is this? I don't want to join this. Okay, game on. Okay, I probably don't have this much onboarding. Now you're just seeing me explore what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think coming from the same, because your audience is retail. So I think what it looks like right now in terms of this landing page is very similar to like if you're selling B2B. And it's like, these are our packages, like schedule a call with us now, versus something like an OpenSea or Airbnb where it'll immediately take you to, am I not sharing my screen anymore?
Nope.
Okay, whoops. Yeah. But I will say, I'm saying this, but I still don't like the OpenSea landing page. I think it's too busy. So if you can be perfect and find the right balance between communicating value very easily, showing the immediate ability to, I guess, start acting on it, especially if you are a user who's familiar with it. Yeah, that's my feedback. Cool.
Awesome.
Okay, we're taking you behind the scenes of Foresight Now's design journey from initial research. Experience Foresight. Okay, yes, we talked about this before, but you guys haven't seen this, so whoops. We can go over what this is for Ahmed and Juan. Experience Foresight's next gen prediction markets with seamless, intuitive AI. Every wager. It's a prediction. Oh yes, so this is like the every wager on Foresight comes with instant rewards. Bet, earn, and build momentum that paves the way for your need extra liquidity. As Foresight, you can take advantage of our integrated lending solution. This is really nice. I like how you guys have integrated everything in one location. I think that was the big thing. It reminds me of like, have you guys seen the new like Wallet Connect Reown experience? Where, yeah, so when you connect with Reown, which is the new version of Wallet Connect, and you want to like pay for things or do stuff, you don't have to do any swapping. Like it'll just do it for you regardless of what chain you're on, which is awesome. And this feels like very similar. I mean, obviously this isn't like a wallet, but like if you need the things you need, XYZ are built in, right? So you're keeping people in your application. Yeah.
So there's a good sense of like product and like user experience.
Yeah. Tailored to your needs. Earn rewards every bet. Yeah. Cool. I mean, that's it. I want to make money and I wanted to make smooth, intuitive UX, right? Yeah. When designing rewards, we wanted every bet to count. We focus on. Our solution, the divination charge. Every wager fills your meter unlocking. Oh, this is fun. So there's like rewards associated with for all us how do you call it? What's the word for believing horoscopes? Horoscope girlies. Mystery choice. Yeah. You guys are like, Emily.
What is it?
But I like the idea of having cards and divination. This is a yeah, it's about just trying your luck, right? The
Yeah. Place bet. I like how this is like very big.
And bright.
Yeah.
It's
Liquidity.
calling me to do this thing, basically.
Yes.
I want to be part of that shiny number.
Every wager on Foresight comes with instant rewards. Okay, I like this. I think it makes sense. Where's the Figma?
So this divination charge, would it be like? What do you think?
Wow,
Like,
so beautiful.
it's like a fee, a flat fee that goes to like a pool for like a more randomized bet, or like like a.
No, it's not a fee. It's like when you bet, you get a reward from it. And then as it fills your meter, which I'm assuming is like the more you work on it, it eventually unlocks an instant chance to win cash rewards. And they made it immersive by giving a theme to it. This is Trump ends Ukraine war. Oh, so I guess for the person prior to this, like this is what I was saying. Like you land on this and you can immediately take action. Like, right? Like so Trump and war.
There's definitely good sense here, right? It's like user experience.
Yeah, and then like it tells you your payout, the cost. $420 away from unlocking instant USDC rewards. So this is basically, I think, right, like filling your meter. The more you spend, eventually when you hit a threshold, you'll get kickback. Right. Here's another and I know this is like a UX thing, but if you're trying to trap users in, it's like it's USDC, but only USDC you can use to bet more. I don't know if there's gonna be like a loop where people stop betting because they've earned enough rewards, but yeah, I don't know. Something to think about. This is like every time I think about my friend who got into sports betting because they gave him free money to start betting their sports website.
Here's your money for you to invest it back.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there a flow for how someone populates this? Like creates a betting. But anyways.
Yeah, that's also an interesting angle. Like who can create these? So if it's decentralized, anyone can create it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just wondering if there's a UI for it. But like this is really nice. You can just borrow immediately. Just start betting. Very cool. And then rewards so far. View past wins. Every claim is mystical draw. Hit claim to receive a random amount between them. Independent. Will fortune favor you? Yes. Okay, cool. I like this. This is like the gacha games. Yeah,
opening loot boxes.
yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Makes sense. I think the UI is really seamless. I really like the lending portion of it and like the gamification, like dopamine hit.
The colors are also really nice. Very
Dude, everyone
comfortable
likes
now.
dark mode, and I'm here
Yeah.
always being like, I don't know, I kind of like, but I get it. Dark mode is like definitely easier to read. Still building and shipping Vaultfolio, a simple platform to create dedicated vaults and manage your risks in one wallet. Here's a sneak peek at the current flow. Design and process are still work in public. What is this from last week? No, this is from yesterday. RH already commented on this. Nice. Oh, this is moving kind of fast. I need to look at the Figma. Maybe it will help me. Oh, they didn't link a Figma. They linked another X a tweet, which is fine. Okay. Can I put this at 0.5x speed, maybe? Okay, so this is the dashboard page. Wallet. Create new vault. You get to choose your color. That's cute.
Pastels. No dark mode.
What? I like it. Yeah. Create new. Oh, that's it. It was a 28-second video. Okay. So this is just the vault creation process. They're not all the way done yet. Sorry for burping live. Clean UI, intuitive. Yeah, I think it's the same simple play of the current workflow. So I'm assuming they've logged in somehow already elsewhere and then gone to a dashboard. So this isn't the first page. Yeah, so I mean, I think creating a vault makes sense. Your supplies, your borrows. I think it's kind of like next steps. Like, how does this improve on the UI of existing vaults?
Yeah, what would be like the value for someone to create a vault, or to participate in these vaults?
Yeah. I mean, because this is also something that exists already. But like more of a unified experience.
Yeah, what are the security implications there? Yeah, value. Where's value?
I think it's like I would like to see how my positions have changed. Someone's like, oh no, what's wrong with pastels? Nothing wrong with pastels, Adam. You and I are in the same boat together. Pastels are amazing. I love them. Yeah. I think it's hard to give a lot of feedback because it's a bit on the, I guess, less developed end, but I think, again, it depends on your audience. Like, are you expecting to onboard Web3 natives who understand how like Vault and Yield already works? I've interacted with something similar that like demonstrated different strategies, and then you could like pick and choose. But yes.
Yeah, also the graphics or the information that you get about your vault will depend a lot of the like how advanced is the user. Can be something super simple, or can be some like super hard to understand graphics but very helpful. So yeah, I think that they will depend on the target.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What's next? This week, instead of providing a visual update for scroll open, we are providing a link to our GitHub repo. Please open a pull request. Open source. Oh, I guess maybe they're saying Turbo. Was this you guys from last week too that also asked us to create a version where we have to run it live? Oh, okay. So share this tab instead. Okay, so here's a version of this. Remind me what this project is.
Desync.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Also context setting. Desync, a lending platform. We use delta neutral trade. Yes, okay, I remember this one. I'm testing our mock data. Also, automation solutions like chain. Oh,
By
this
the
is
way,
good to
Adam,
know.
No, nothing wrong with pastels.
Yeah. Okay, so desync.
But then again, look at the colors here.
Are you saying look at the pictures? Okay, I will say DeFi products do look better or more serious when it's in dark mode. But if you watch the design lecture, I think the first thing Raza says is like, forget about it being pretty. Make sure the flow makes sense. Your net worth, net APY, health factor. Yes, it would be nice if there was a little like eye icon for people who don't know what health factors are. If you don't know what health factors are, go check out our workshop with API 3. I think the most recent one where we talk about it. But anyways, it's on Level Up in Web3 YouTube. Your supplies, borrow power used. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's always the same thing with like DeFi products. I understand it because I understand it itself, but then like if we're trying to do like a net positive for like onboarding more users, this is yeah. But are you responsible for educational onboarding? I don't know.
So something that I would like to see from, I guess, speaking towards open economy, I feel like a lot of people would appreciate being able to just say, or to just like experience, this is how much you need to put, this is how much you're gonna get, and that's it. Nothing much more than that. If you want to go into the depths of it, then this would be like more of a pro dashboard, but I don't know, for borrow lending protocols in general, liquidity pools, even these protocols that simplify that experience are very interesting to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about APYs. Just tell me if it's good.
Oh, really? I feel like
trust
I'm
you.
the opposite. I want to see the APY. Which one has the biggest? Let me click that one.
Sure, but have the protocol tell you which is the biggest.
Well, I mean, I think
I don't know,
that's
you trust it.
it would say like it says what the API is here, right? So then are you saying just like sorting it?
I'm saying like just speaking in general of what like I as a normal user, or even like users at a lower level than me, would like to see is a much simpler version where I just know what asset I'm placing, how much of it, and how much I'm gonna get back. You tell me what is the best deal. I'll follow that.
Yeah.
But there is also like the risk. Like maybe there is like big APY, but a very risky asset.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean that's
That's
all
the
comes into
health
play.
factor part, but I guess if you don't know what health factor is, I think my biggest takeaway here is thank you for letting us know we need gelato functions or chain link automation. That is actually really nice. I don't think we have any decentralized automation solutions on Scroll, so let's change that. Though I don't think it can be changed by the end of Scroll Open. We'll see. Okay.
Definitely a flow that makes sense though.
Yeah.
This side makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, solving the UX flow, this is like more so solving DeFi in general. Though I saw this hot take where it's like even using Web 2 financial services like Fidelity or Vanguard is confusing anyways. So people get around it. But I guess also in the spirit of open economy, how do we create this for people who maybe aren't super familiar with all of these financial tools, right? Because that's like very daunting. The other thing that I'm thinking about, this is kind of unrelated, but it's the same like principle of like, at least in the US, going to school. I remember a lot of people just don't apply for scholarship or federal grants because they don't understand the process. Which was weird because like the people who need it the most are the ones who don't understand it, and then they just end up not going. So things to think about from like a high level point of view, but not necessarily I think this directly. Okay, let's move on. Lend and borrow on your terms, P2P and LP lending, smart capital. Website. Oh, they have a Figma. Okay, I'm gonna share the Figma because these are easier for me to understand. Positions, vPool, vPeer. There's nothing here. Let's get the supply, liquidity, and take loans from V protocol. Pool, supply, borrow. Okay. It's like, I like this one because like, again, when you land, there's an immediate call to action. I think it also becomes like this is a platform that's onboarding people who already understand lending, borrowing. But that's like a business decision for you guys to take. Supplies, borrows. Haha. 6.48%. I'm there.
How much is gonna go in a little tangent here, but how much is interest rates for a saving account in the US at this time?
Lol. A high yield savings account is around 4-ish. Otherwise, your normal, like if it was a normal banking savings account, it fluctuates between like 1 and less than 1. So back when I was a child, though, I think it was like 7%. So things have changed. What about Honduras?
So I think it's 0.05% for a saving account. That's great.
Woof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we have a comment. Schools have to hire counselors to help students apply for scholarships. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, even understanding Fidelity is super confusing. So there's a part of me where I'm like, is it worth it to explain DeFi to people? The Web 2 equivalent already sucks, so just kidding. Borrow. Okay. Actually, what I will say, this is just a personal comment. Like, sliders are both, I don't like them. Especially like it just doesn't offer a lot of accuracy. Oh, but I guess if you can type into it, it's fine. This like dynamic. But I've encountered some UIs where it's like I can't type into the box, and then I'm here like scrubbing the line all a bunch, and I hate it.
Now at that point,
At that
like,
point.
what is the point of like scrolling? Maybe if you were able to see how like different specific amounts could yield different results at
Yeah.
the same time while you're scrolling, then it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Withdraw. Deposit. I will deposit. Be pulled 10 ether. Supply APY. Market. Total supply. Total borrow. Here you pull. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard because all of this is like, I understand it. But I feel like everything in DeFi is kind of broken. Yeah. But this page, I think, right here is really nice. I really like the get started kind of. Any landing page with an immediate action makes a lot of sense. Cool. Oh, we are over time. I guess we have 2 more, so let's just speed through this. Walk through Chama. Okay, I remember this one. But you guys don't know what Chama is, so let's try and find the explanation of Chama. Okay, there's a lot of retweets. Okay, I guess common for building in public. It's nice to have like if you don't know what this is, especially if someone's encountering it for the first time, allowing people to do it. But let's take a look at this Figma. So I think Chama was a wallet experience. Oh man, I wish I had I feel bad. Oh, local table banking group.
Oh,
Okay.
I've heard these sorts of things. I don't know, Ahmed, if you remember this.
No.
In Bolivia?
Oh, the one about borrowing money and taking turns?
Maybe if it's like a local table bank, it's more like you and your colleagues or your neighbors cumulatively working towards becoming your own bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, first off, yes, mobile first view. This is the first one we saw. Thank you so much. A plus 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 plus. Okay, yeah. So this.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Yeah, we've seen. This is something that a lot of people in Latin America do. We were surprised. It's a common theme in South
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, I like this community stories thing.
I got rugged by my neighbor. Community story. He never gave back the money.
Woof. Chama name, contribution amount.
May I ask, where are you located, Getsun? If that's not too revealing.
I'm being presumptuous, but his YouTube profile. Actually, I can't tell. It's so little. Not borrowing, but each individual. Or individuals pull funds and get them issued to each other in a merry-go-round function. Not borrowing.
Have you ever heard of this?
I have not. No.
You never? So basically in communities where what's it called? Where say saving is not easy, I guess, or not like a cultural thing. Um, People play a game where 5, 10 people, they put a specific amount of money in a pool, and then they gamify who gets, they'll deposit this money, and then they gamify how each one of them is going to be able to use this lump sum of money for whatever reason, for whatever period of time. But they do need to pay it back. So it's like forcing them to save. It's also forcing them to. It's also helping people because at some point you will get this lump sum, and you can use it for leveraging wherever you need to leverage. So it's an
Oh.
interesting way that communities in emerging markets are
I guess, but in order to pay it
forced to
back,
save.
do they have to be over collateralized? I'm confused.
Mm, no,
Could be,
like
but what the way they usually do it is no.
it's not. Like they just trust each other. That they also play around with the time windows, right? So don't think about this like every week or every other day. Think about 6 months. So like I'll get the lump sum in 6 months, and then I'll use it for the next 6 months. And in due time, I need to return it, and the next person will be using it.
Oh, okay, I understand. So it's like basically, I guess Chama gives an example, or sorry, Getsun. If a guy contributes 1K and there's 10 of them there, and their Chama runs weekly, every week one person gets the entire 10K. But then because everyone's investing 1K every week, then that like gets brought back to the community, right? And then
Yeah.
somebody else has the ability to have a bigger pool of resources to pull from rather than their own 1,000. Okay, this makes a lot more
Exactly.
sense.
Yeah. So
Oh.
maybe for like the week that I have the lump sum, I buy a bunch of merch and I sell it. I get my money back, and I get interest rates for 10,000, not my 1,000, for example.
Communal saving scheme, just wiki
Yeah.
Rosca.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. No, I had never. Oh, Rosca is a food. Rotating Savings and Credit Association. But the carbs looks better to me. I'm just kidding. Okay, this makes sense. I understand it now.
It's a complex local product. I like it.
Yeah, for places where you can't get credit, basically.
Yeah, that's also the thing, right? So think about these places where you can't get a loan, you need more money to execute X activity. Yeah, so definitely good local product.
Yeah, I'm curious. Do people join a Chama with, or like I guess a community group with strangers?
They could.
They
It's
can.
up to you. I mean, it's part of the risk, right? But this can be super informal too, Emily. Like, I don't know. We've heard about people doing it like on pieces of paper kind
Oh
of
my
thing.
god.
So this can be very informal. So bringing it on chain at least gives you some sense of security.
We've introduced mechanism to avoid rugging if you get penalties on chain from initial join deposit. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good perspective. So perhaps, I mean, I assume that to participate within Chama, you need to like pay a membership or a deposit, and you can get slashed from that if you are a bad actor. Is that?
Yeah. I think interesting things to add on as like features is like social sharing. Like if I want to send this to my friend, like, hey, join my group. I don't know if you have that put in, but I think that would really help smooth the flow of like interacting with each other. I actually don't know how to get added into one. But yeah. Cool. Wow, I learned something new. Okay, this is the last one. Design. Here's a deployed version. Here's a quick video. Is it playing right now? Okay, it's a bit slow when we are over time, so I'm gonna 1.75. Hopefully my brain can getting richer and living the life of your dreams. That's so funny. Yes, automatic saving. This is my favorite part. Landing page is a simple one with picture of young people who are the primary audience. I went in with light blue. And yes, pastels. Stylistic and utilitarian. Landing copy. Gets money, smarter with money, become richer. This is the page where users can, if say you want to save $800 a day and $400 in the next 2 months, I utilize boxes and submit the intuitive idea of how to interact with. Save now. Future allows when they break the just hold them. Users battling with spending addictions will find this more helpful. Design philosophy is the same as above. It's for included toggleable boxes. Is there really no exit way? Oh, I'd be so scared to like lock up funds. Is there a no? There's not a Figma. So I don't know how I feel about the copy. I found this really great resource for writing good landing page copy. I need to link it in the Scroll Open group chat. But let's see. Sign up here, savings, and then I guess if you just click automatic saving, I think there needs to be more detail. Right? Like, is there a dashboard somewhere to see how much you've saved thus far?
Yeah.
And like also I have like a bit of like security concerns. Like, how do I know that me just saving this contract, you're not just gonna withdraw it from the back end? Yeah.
Yeah, also the execution. Yeah, I have, yes, just maybe a more of a technical question, but how does the automatic transaction is sent? Is it like also it would be nice to know if there are like fees involved because of the service, or yeah, I think it's yeah, what about the fees, and what about security, and yeah, what about getting your funds back? I think something that's very simple but very fun and cool work is just, if you want your funds back, you can do it anytime, but you have to complete this puzzle or something. Just to add some friction.
Oh yeah, like Have you guys used those social media inhibitor dApps or not dApps applications where it's like I'm gonna set a restriction on my Instagram usage and then I eventually undownload it because I'm a horrible person. But I would like try to click on Instagram and this giant red screen, and then my phone starts screaming at me, and it says like you are overtime, and then I have to like enter a passcode. Or there is another version where you have to text your friend who has a passcode to allow you to use it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I don't know how this fits in here. I
Social
mean,
shaming. That's social
yeah,
shaming.
but I would be
But-
very nervous about locking up funds and not being able to withdraw it, to be honest. Like I understand the concept, but like long term I wouldn't do that because if I need it then I don't want it. Automatic saving, I am curious how you are automating it because we don't have like gelato functions. But saving manually and then just saving it. Yeah, so security I think is one of the things that really is going to be a huge blocker from the user experience. And then separately, I think like as someone, let's say I like trust your application, I'm using it, I do want some sort of dashboard to understand how my money is like performing or how much I have there already. And I don't know if it's just not in the demo. But okay, we are 20 minutes over time and I have a doctor's appointment. But we got through all of them. I guess thank you, Han and Ahmed, for joining. And everyone who submitted. This was fun. Yeah. Cool.
Awesome. Thank you for having us.
So I think next week is demo week. Oh my calendar just logged me out, so I can't check it. I think it's demo week. Yes. Yes, it is demo week. So hopefully next week we'll be watching all of you guys show off what you actually built. Super exciting. I think actually Sandy, so the CEO of founder of Scroll, will actually be around to give some feedback as well. So this is your prime time to get real advice from someone who's not me. A fascinating person, but not an influencer.
Or two weird Latin Americans.
Yeah. Two dudes from Honduras.
Two dudes
Okay.
from Honduras.
Cool. Well, thank you everyone for joining. I will see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.